Hi everyone, welcome to another frequently asked question. Today we're talking about independent reading, or more specifically, independent research reading is how EL education calls it. Why is it important? What should students read? And how should they read? So first, why is it important? In a previous video on anchor charts, we discussed the cognitive load theory. Our working memory relies on a well-endowed long-term memory to make sense of new information, and independent reading is a critical way to fill our long-term memory with knowledge. The more that's stored here, the more we are equipped to make sense of complex texts that we encounter for the first time. So let's flesh this out some more. When we store information in our long-term memory, we build important world knowledge and acquire additional vocabulary. We're able to make connections with prior ideas and prepare to make connections with future ones. And practically, reading and becoming deeply knowledgeable about a topic is the only way to write about that topic well. Think of independent research reading as the fuel that enables your essay, which in this analogy is a car, to effectively communicate and flesh out your thesis statement. You can have a fancy painted essay tool, but without prior research and knowledge building, the essay will lack substance. And on that same note, many of the writing tasks and performance tasks in each module depend on independent research reading, and more of these examples can be found in the resource doc that I'll share later. So, what should students read? Ideally, students should deepen their knowledge on the module topic by independently researching adjacent texts such as articles and other books. But you might be thinking, where can I find text like this? In the resource doc, which I promise I'll share, we've curated a set of short texts from EPIC and other repositories aligned to each module. This is truly a work in progress, but Module 2 texts are ready to go. So feel free to share these with your students so they can read on their Chromebooks, or you can print out the articles for them to read. I want to give a very special shout out to Meryl Randall from James Rhodes for curating all the EPIC book collections. You are amazing. So finally, how should they read? I want to give 2 tips. First, encourage students to self-monitor their comprehension using the guidance from the Close Readers Do These Things anchor chart, which they should be familiar with from the module lessons. Second, make sure students read these texts with purpose. Whether it's completing a journal entry, identifying new vocabulary, making connections to the module topic, they should be reading independently and accountably. So as promised, all the things I mentioned today are captured in the Independent Research Reading resource doc linked in the description box, and I hope this was helpful. Independent reading is not easy to execute, but I think it's truly a sleeper hit of strengthening literacy. So until next time, have a wonderful Thanksgiving break, and we will reconvene these videos in 2025.